Hello. This is kind of going to be my discussion on the order that I actually read the Narnia books in. The first time I actually read them back when I was really young. Um, I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was, let's see, I was 5 years old. It was the first chapter book I actually ever read, and honestly, I was blown away. I mean, I still am when I read it, but this book basically was the first chapter book I ever read. So basically, I've grown up with Narnia. I'm grown up in Narnia, basically, is like how I like to think of it. But this is the first book I ever read, chapter book, after I learned to read. And so Narnia is really a part of me because of that. And then I actually never read the book series in any particular order, like none of the orders that are normally like the publishing orders. I read Dawn Treader next, and ever since then, it's been my favorite of the Narnia Chronicles. I love it. It's like the best Narnia one. I must say, Horse and His Boy is my second favorite, but this is definitely my favorite just because it's so adventurous and they go on a voyage and it's so different from the other books. And I don't know, and Lucy and Edmund, my two favorite, well, Edmund first, but then Lucy, my favorite Narnia characters are in it, and they kind of come to the front because Peter and Susan don't make an appearance. But I love that book. And then after that, I read Prince Caspian, and okay, don't get me wrong, I love Prince Caspian. But after reading Dawn Treader, I must admit it was a little bit of a downer because it just didn't feel as epic as Dawn Treader, well, and The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, both of them, but Dawn Treader was just so amazing, and I probably should have read this first because it just kind of slightly ruined it for me. I don't know. It's still awesome. I still read it, I love it, but it wasn't my favorite. It still isn't. It's probably my least favorite, right up there with, I love Magician's Nephew too, but this one was my least favorite, honestly. And then after that, I actually jumped to Silver Chair. This was the one I read next, the first time I read this series, and I don't know, I really like this book. It's probably my third favorite, probably. After, it would be Dawn Treader, Horse and His Boy, this one. This one is really epic, though. I really, really, really do like it. Totally, totally a good read, yes. And then after that, I read Horse and His Boy. Now, it was after Silver Chair that I actually read this for myself. My dad actually read this aloud to me and my sister for years. He would kind of keep coming back to it, and we'd read it out loud. We'd go to this apple orchard and pick apples, and then we'd read this book. It's just, So this one has a special place in my heart because it's, I don't know, just the nature of it. But I really like this one too. It's adventurous. It's exciting. It's so different from the other books too. Like really different. Like Dawn Treader was different because just they're on the open sea and all that. But this is like totally awesome. And then after that, I actually went to Magician's Nephew, which is the next book. The first time I read it, and I really do enjoy this book. It's exciting. It's adventurous. It's the beginning of Narnia. I mean, who doesn't get blown away just by the description of Aslan singing his song and bringing everything to be? It's exciting. I love that book. And then after that, which I actually ended the series properly, I read The Last Battle. And honestly, my dad tried reading this aloud to us, and I was 12. No, I was younger than that. I was about 10 years old. My dad tried reading this aloud to us, and for some reason it scared the pants off of me. And it's funny because, I don't know, there's something between shift and puzzle. I wasn't a fan of the shift and puzzle bit in the beginning when I was a little younger. So I actually shied away from this book just a little bit because of that. But not like I don't hate it. I like it, but it's I mean, it's a very serious book, as anyone who's read it will know. And it's very dramatic, but it's also really, really good. I mean, there's some really good stuff in it. In the end, further up and further in, they go into Narnia, and It's, you know, the true Narnia, because Aslan calls them home. But honestly, I think I kind of had almost a healthy fear of it, if you know what I mean. Um, but honestly, I really did. I did enjoy it though. Once I actually sat down and read it when I was about 12 years old. This was the last one, all the way up. I mean, the other ones I read pretty close together, but Magician's Nephew I was about 9 years old. So yeah, when I first read that, but like really read it like. But well, there you have it. That's my little spiel about the order I actually personally first time reading the Chronicles of Narnia. First time I read it. That's my little spiel. So hope you enjoyed it.